The St. Mary Parish School Board voted money to cut more than $3 million in annual expenses by closing Morgan City's M.D. Shannon Elementary and Franklin's J.A. Hernandez Elementary and sending their students to other schools. The system faces long-term and short-term budget challenges. The moves came despite vocal opposition from some quarters.
As a citizen of Morgan City, I'm asking y'all to please make the right decision for the city of Morgan City. As far as what facility y'all make a decision to keep open, y'all have the authority to do these things, to make this vote, and I'm just asking that y'all make the right decision.
M.D. Shannon is a 50,000 square foot building with a gym that if you tried to replace it today would probably run $4 or $5 million. It is the best gym in Morgan City because it was built when they built things right with a big stage. Everything's fine and well maintained. It's been put on Facebook. If you haven't looked at it, it ought to be looked at.
Board member Pearl Rack opposed the Hernandez closing by pointing to possible impacts on desegregation litigation and by criticizing the run-up to the closure decision.
Someone said 10% across the board, but nobody said anything about it. Is that right? Somebody said then, if you can't do anything else, and you're trying to really save money, why not close J.A. Hernandez, LaGrange Elementary, Foster, close, and you're trying to save money, close all 3 schools, and bring those 3 schools to Franklin Junior High, where this report, the first report in January, said Franklin Junior High had a lot of room. And take Franklin Junior High and bring them to Franklin High School. Now that's going to save a lot of money, but nobody looked at anything. Is that right?
In the end, concerns about money won out. The district is challenged by a decline in enrollment and state aid, and the recent plunge in oil prices has affected the school system as well as other local governments across St. Mary Parish.
The consolidation will allow the district to effectively educate elementary students in District 3 while comprehensively utilizing school facilities. Again, the consolidation of Shannon Elementary will result in significant savings.
Whether we work in this financial crunch or not, that money that we have been spending keeping these schools open would have been much better spent in the classrooms with our children. We built this system over the last 20 years to handle some 1,200 students. We're down to 9,000. We get approximately about 4,000, 4,500 per kid from the MFP to educate our children. 3,000 student reduction is something like $14 million annually. We do not get from Baton Rouge any longer.
Board members voted 7-4 on each of the motions to close the elementary schools. Shannon students will eventually go to Norman and Wyandotte, and Hernandez students will be sent to LaGrange and Foster when the new districts are drawn. For now, the closures made for some sad faces on the way out of the board meeting room.
I think altogether, teacher morale, student morale, administration morale, it's all going to be down because they know that the family that they develop, that learning community that they develop, it's not going to be there next year when we start school in August.
SMAE President Sherry Thompson, a Hernandez teacher, took exception to the characterization of her school as an F school.
First of all, I am insulted that Dr. Bagwell would say that if we were saying consistent. It is not that we have not been at a low level before and we have brought ourselves back up. First of all, we've been through some major changes. We had a new principal, not to mention the state has the CSS, the Common Core state standards with the new test every year that you're talking about. There's a new test every year. So we're having to go to these meetings to prepare, we're going through changes. Our students are going through changes. So that is not fair to say that we're going to be consistent with an F school. We bust our butts every day, going to that school on the weekends, in the afternoons. So yes, I am very insulted, and I do not think that we're going to remain that way.